To whom it may concern. We used to be a country governed by strong principles. Now have become a country governed by extreme values. But the problem is that we do not all have the same values. When principles are compromised to fall in line with values, there will often be presented the conditions of cause and effect. Some privileged capitalists have a mindset of positioning themselves to capitalize off the effect while helping to instigate the cause. By leveraging the conditions of stimuli and response, having a status quo that is constructed to keep a segment of a population in poverty is good business for such privileged capitalists. The fact that there has been a rise in food banks evokes another important question. As a country, have we progressed or regressed? This once great country now has a proportion of its population having to rely on food banks to survive. Elected government, I say shame on you. Facilitating a system that is set up to use bully boy tactics, such as sanctions and 0 hours, to keep what the upper class deem members of the lower class in place. Not good. Everyone cannot be painted with the same brush. Each person's circumstances are different and should be dealt with as such. There are many individuals who live transient lifestyles on a day-to-day basis and have very limited coping skills. With such individuals, policies such as sanctions often have an adverse domino effect. Elected government, can you really comprehend what is going on? Some people in this country are really struggling to survive. Our country is bleeding. Many of the people who you were elected to serve are or have been wounded by certain current governmental policies and procedures allegedly in place to help them. What are you prepared to do about the social issues at hand? Metaphorically speaking, stop the bleeding or use band-aids to cover up the bleeding so that no one can see it. But you must remember, if the bleeding continues, it will eventually affect the whole body. The privileged capitalist perspective is, the more the country bleeds, the more money we make. Let the blood flow. This is not propaganda as some of your party members would have you believe. This is real talk. We the people, for the people, power to the people. Yours truly, Anthony Godfrey Adams of Brixton.